Hey guys, Cloudbear here. Just gonna do another review on another mod here. I haven't done a review in a long time, and have had I guess my Google account was all messed up. Couldn't find my website or found a new one, but do have it, and we have a new mod here from Kangside from Shenzhen in China. U1000 Sub Ohm Mini is a 100 watt box, dual 18650. Very nice. Very nice box. Got the nice little box there, little U1000 there. Little Kangside design there. Very nice. Take it out of the box here. Box comes right off the top here. You have the mod. You also have an instruction manual. And you have a certificate of authenticity as well that comes with the box to let you know, hey, this is really from Kangside. We did make this. We checked it out. It does work. I got good stuff there. Very easy to follow instructions. Notice advantages, size, working parameters, the functions, the use and display, also a visual little cartoon of use and display as well, and charging, installing of batteries, and attentions, which the attentions it gives you warnings. That's what attentions mean, that you should give attention to before using this mod as well. It also has an interesting little paragraph here of a warning on the back of the box as well, which I found interesting as well. For people that are starting to vape or want to quit cigarettes and vape, they should say you should consult a physician first. In my opinion, if you want Cloudbear's opinion, Cloudbear's going to say, well, if you need to quit, you need to quit. If I was a doctor, I'd say, yes, vaping would be the best thing for you right now. Quit. You know what I'm saying? But they do give a little warning here. I think it's just a cover. You know what I'm saying? It does say where it's made in China. Kangside has got all the little scripts there. Also, the Kangside scratchy little thing here too. You can scratch off that and find the numbers. Go to the website. And if you go to the website, which is ESMOKE-KSD.com, will give you, if you put in those verification numbers, it'll verify that you do have a real Kangside mod and not a clone or another one that's saying that they're Kangside. It would be really will be Kangside. So let's give it a look here. So I have the mod in my hand here, as you can tell. Very nice. Got a nice design. I like this little back curve part, and I'll get into that later. It's got a nice little rough design. I don't know if you can tell by my camera, but you can see this grain going up and down. I like that. It kind of has more of like a grip. Instead of being smooth and slippery, it has more of a grip to it, which is really nice. And it fits really nice in the hand, as you can tell, too. And the way I like it, because look at that. See that? Yeah, your other mods are usually bulkier, taller, and they just come, you know, they don't fit nice in the pocket, etc. And this one does, and it fits nice in the hand as well. Let's just put the batteries in here and just get more into the mod itself. It does have reverse current protection. It also has heat protection as well. If it gets too hot, it will not fire. It'll tell you it'll say too hot, and it will not fire below 0.1 ohm. 0.1 ohm, it will not fire. So this is a 1 up, 1 down mod. Right, parallel. Put that in there. 1 down and 1 battery up. And the batteries fit in nice as well. They just pop right in. It's not like one of those where you have to pop it in or anything like that. I like the connections on this, just like the old boxes as well. I like that. And the back door has nice little magnets there. There's 2 magnets here and 2 magnets here. There's not a bunch of magnets going around, which is another plus. And the back just pops on real nice. And the reason I like the way this door goes back on the back of the mod, because look at that. You don't see a seam really. You can see it somewhat, but it doesn't really stand out like some of the mods. They kind of stand out. You know what I'm saying? This one doesn't really stand out to where it, you know what I'm saying? If you're picky about lines and fine lines and how the door sits, it fits just flush right back on. Nice and flush, and it fits nice in the hand. I like this. I'm going to put the a 0.17. That's 0.17 ohm build with the X Doge with the chuff cap on here. But let me just turn this on real quick before I do so. And as you can tell, if I click on 5 times on, it says hello, and 5 times off, it'll say system off. Let's turn it back on again. Hello. I like that. Hello. And it does lock too as well, so that's another plus too. But I'll get back then once I put the atomizer on. It is spring-loaded 510, as you can tell inside. A silver-coated spring 510. Oh, that's brass actually. It's a brass. It's a brass 510. There, I correct myself, and it does fit nice and flush on the mod until it stops screwing. Bam, nice and flush. Look at that. And it fits on, it screws on really nice. This is one of the nicest 510 connections that I've messed with recently, where it's just, the spring is real nice. It's not too hard to push down or anything like that. It's just screw it on, it fits, and it's just ready to go. Okay, so we click this once. I'm at 0.1 ohm. It won't read to the 100th, it reads to the 10th. My battery life is 95%, 68 watts right now at 2.9 volts. Now I'm going to crank this all the way up. If you hold the plus, this is the plus, this is the negative. This is the up and this is the down, however you want to do it, however you want to say it. There's no symbols there saying plus or negative, but it's just logic. And yeah. I'm going to turn that all the way up to 100 watts. Yeah, it's 100 watts at 0.17.
It's way too much.
Ooh. It's way too much. Nobody needs 100 watts. You don't need to vape at 100 watts. Okay? Alright. It's set at 100 watts for your certain builds. I guess you could put it at 100 watts. It will fire at 100 watts. It continues to stay at fire at 100 watts. But you really don't need 100 watts. Yeah, that's 100 watts again. Let me turn that back down. Because if I go back down here, I'm going to go down to 68 watts. That's where I've been liking at. 68 watts at a 0.17 ohm build on a drip addy.
Yeah, that's nice. Even that is a hard, big hit. I mean,
if I sit back, I got a ceiling fan going on. Okay.
That thing's hitting hard.
68 watts.
And I'm below 0.2 on my build. That's a pretty good hit.
I think I'd do 65 and be happy, probably. Let's do 65.
Oh yeah, that's a nice vape.
See, that's a perfect vape for this build. Is a perfect vape. 65 watts. You don't need 100 watts, but the mod does do 100 watts. It will stay at 100 watts. It doesn't go and then drop. It stays at 100 watts, which is really nice about that, because I noticed the Sigeli on the other mods that I've noticed that I have messed with in the past, they don't stay at 100 watts. They kind of do 100 and they go, ugh. This one goes and stays and keeps going. So it does give the true wattage on this mod.
Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. I really like this a lot.
I like the way it feels in the hand, like right here. Right here, it just feels good in the hand.
And there goes the siren.
I don't know if you can hear that. I played with this for a couple days, and then I put it away for the review, for today, and I like it a lot. I like it a lot, but because I wanted to savor it just for the review itself. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
Nothing wrong about it. Let's go even lower. Let's see how low I can go at 0.17. Let's go to 50 watts. Now, if I go below 50 watts, if you go below 50 watts, if I go to 48, it's going to go 48.9. It'll go by 0.1. If I do it above 50 watts, it's 1 watt at a time. Once it goes above 50, if it goes below 50, it's 0.1 watt reduction.
Like 49.9 or 49.8. Yeah. But once it reaches 50, it goes 51, 52, 53, and then so far all the way up to 100. Wow.
That's even hitting nice at 50. This is a nice mod. There's just no going on about it. It's got the XX Mini in there. XXJ 330, I think it is. That's in this mod. Yeah. I will put a link below in the comments for you guys can click over to the Facebook side, and also for the main account for Shenzhen, for Kangside in Shenzhen. But I'm liking it a lot. I'm liking it a lot. Getting a little warm. Getting a little warm. But if it gets too hot, it'll tell me, hey, I can't fire. It's too hot, too hot. But it's not too hot at all. Not as hot. I tell you what, I had a Sigelli and the Sigelli. I had a Sigelli 100 and a Sigelli 150, and they both got really hot just with this Addy on there. And this is not getting hot at all. It's got those nice vent holes on the bottom as well, just like the other mods I've seen though too. But at least that's a plus for me. As long as it has that venting so it can cool out, so it can vent from the bottom. That's a plus. It also does a lock too as well. You hit the positive and negative here, or the plus and minus, and it does lock the mod. So if I have my pocket or my pants pocket, it won't fire. See what I'm saying? It says please unlock. Won't fire at all. Let me check my batteries. See if they're getting warm at all. These batteries are married to this box. I suggest if you do buy this box, you do buy a set that are married to the box. I have two Sony VTC4s in here. They are married to this device. They will go on no other device but this device. It's just the way it is. And that's the way it should be for all variable voltage type devices. I chose Sony because it can handle the voltage drop in case it wanted to drop voltage on it, or reverse current. But this has reverse current protection in it, so you really don't have to worry about that either. And it's still locked, but let me unlock that. So hitting the plus and negative again, holding it down together, it says unlock, and you're ready to rock.
That's at 50 watts.
I mean,
look at that.
I'm still getting a nice vape, just a nice cool vape. Not hot, but warm. It's good for me. I enjoy it. And usually on my tube mods, if I had this on my tube mod, I'd have to drip again by now. I'd have to drip. So this is another plus as well. I'm gonna drip just a little more just to have a little juice in here, just to give a better demonstration as well. Yeah, I mean that thing's just hitting really nice. I can't get enough of this mod. This mod's really nice. It's one of the nicer ones I've seen come out of China, actually. The U1000. This is by Kangside. This is the Mini 100, so you can see how it fits in the hand. See that? Look at that. If I had another device that were 100 watt, it'd be like up here or up here. This thing just fits like there. Look at that. Nice flat bottom. Won't tip. I've even tried to hit my table and make it tip. It doesn't want to tip. I've knocked it a little bit. Give it a little knock. I'll even show you real quick. You can see the device here. Get a little lower here. And let's just put it right here. And I'll show you here like that. See that? Look at that. Nice. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. There you go. So yeah, I'm liking it a lot. I'm happy with it, and I appreciate it. I give a thank you to Kangside for letting me do this review. I really appreciate it.
And that's my review for the Kangside
U1000 Sub Ohm Mini from Kangside. It's just, you can't go wrong with this mod at all. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Be well and vape on.